All right, hummingbirds, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I know I'm not starting the intro off like I usually used to say, hey, hummingbird. This is the day that the Lord has made, and let us rejoice in it because He woke us up another day, this day to be amongst the living. Y'all, I am on here. I'm not going to wait till I see rules or anything like that. I'm just going to go on and get started because it already has been a lot, a lot. And I've been supposed to had posted this live, but nevertheless I am posting now, you guys. But let me do what I always do before I do anything, and that is pray. Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for life, health, and strength. Thank you for keeping us all through the night. And God, as we do this live, God, we ask that you get understanding and peace. Bring the people that want to see the live here. Bring positivity, God, Lord. Continue to bless everyone. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. Y'all know I don't do anything without praying. So if you're in here while I'm started, good. If you're not and you run across the live, could you please share me out if you can, if you would. So I'm not gonna be able to go live and see what you guys are writing if you write anything, but I will be able to see it on another phone. So just let me just get that um on here. Y'all, I don't forget what my YouTube name is myself. That's crazy. Y'all, I came outside to try to see if I can get more quiet time. More quiet time. Okay, I'm on here. I can see your comments if you write anything. I hope I did it to where you can see comments. Because I know it said it's set for kids or whatever. Remember, God, okay. Do your car have trouble starting? Uh, okay. What my live was about was I did a community post asking what you guys would like for hear me see. And one of the things I said was just random topics or singing or tell why I haven't been on. And and the reason why I'm just gonna get ready to it. The reason why I haven't been on, I'm outside, y'all. So if you hear vehicles, excuse the vehicles. I'll try to talk loud enough so that you guys can hear me. So the reason why I haven't been on is of a lot of things. A lot of things have been going on. I'm gonna put that down because make it look like I'm continuing to look down. A lot of things has been going on, my hummingbird. Those who are new, those who are not new. I'm gonna start back from maybe May. May, June, and July was hectic months before for me. Those months was coming into the summer months, and during this summer, our family was responsible for sponsoring our family reunion. Our family reunion thing was taking it back to the 70s. We were responsible. So, with me and my two sisters and my brothers and their wives, and my nieces, we were responsible for um, finding the hotels, getting the hotels books, finding caterers, finding venues, and knowing what we wanted to do with the itinerary and finding someone to get the shirts. We were responsible for the money being placed at the right place and not at the wrong place, and making sure everybody was set. And basically, I was one who wasn't working because my sister worked, my brothers worked, their wives worked, my nieces worked, but I was only basically the homebody. So the tasks that they had to do while they was at work, I was handling my tasks along with their tasks, and it just was a lot and a lot of Money was flowing here. You got to have a book for t-shirt. You got to have a book for the venue. You got to have a book for this. You got to make sure your deposit is in on time. You got to make sure the sizes are correct for the shirts. You have to make sure everything is up to par. Because even though the people are your family, nobody had money on the waist. So it was just a lot going on, especially from that time, May, June, and July. It was crunch time. Um, we had deadlines for shirt. We had deadlines to turn in the money to purchase the venue. We had deadlines to pay the caterers. We had also had deadlines to buy whatever else that we needed to go along with what was going on. So those months was predominantly taken up. They was taken up for me. It was taken up. Um, we had a caterer who did all our sides. My brother, he did all the meats for the actual banquet. So that was a lot of money. The caterer was a lot of money. Getting the building, it was hard. It was difficult because that we stay in, there's no venues. So we had to take it to, I live in Palm Beach County, but we had to take it to, we had to take, y'all, how can I, how can I see the, if somebody is writing on the live and I wanted to see the live, how can I see what they're writing to keep me from? Okay, I see it. Peace and love from New York City. Thank you. Hi, everybody that's coming in. If you can, if you will, please share the live out. And again, it was a lot of responsibility that fell on me once everybody went to work. And so I was tired with my situation that going on with me. Outside of that, it was a lot of work. We had people coming in from New York. We had people coming in from Philadelphia, Atlanta, everywhere, Sarasota, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, everywhere. And on top of that, getting the decoration did, we had people delegated to do everything. But when it all came down together, we all had to become one. Then we had a hiccup. Okay, you know, the family reunion usually be Friday, Saturdays, and Sunday. Friday, you do your meet and greet. You have food. You also pass out your shirt, your itineraries, and everything. So we had to make sure everybody that ordered shirts or keychains or whatever they ordered was in their bag. The amount they had, the correct size they had. We had to make sure the food was there. We had a hiccup with some of the shirts. Some of the shirts we counted 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times to make sure that we had every shirt that everybody ordered for every piece of money that was sent to us, or at least we thought we did into the T. It was like it wasn't a big hiccup with the shirts, um, but all right, how are you? But we still had I think of like 12 shirts missing. So we did get in touch with the shirt lady, and good thing she was like, wasn't even 20 minutes away from where we was at doing the meet and greet, where the hotel was at. We utilized the hotel to do the meet and greet, so we had didn't have to do another building. Okay, that took care of that. Okay, with the food situation for that Friday meet and greet, the person that's supposed to did the food fell ill, so they didn't do the food. So at the last minute, we had to go with Bud's Chicken and Seafood. You guys. Um, so um, we went with Bud's Chicken and Seafood. For that, we called around 3 or 4. We got the chicken, we got the fries, we got the fritters, um, and we had pans and pans and pans of fries. We had pans, and then how they do it. I'm thinking that okay, if you get a chicken, 100 pieces of chicken, they give you 50 free fritters. So you know we needed a whole lot. We needed a whole lot of pans of chicken, so we didn't have to order no fritters separately because the fritters came with the chicken. But we did have to order the fries separately, and the fries was a lot because for a large box of fries, the box is basically like this, and it was like basically say $6. So we needed pans and pans and pans and pans of fries, fresh fries. So we had all the condiments. We did have desserts like cookies and brownies and chips, juice, whatever the size. The size was the fries and the fritters with the chicken. That was a lot more money than we expect it because for the person who did the supposed to be do the Friday, um they couldn't do it. We had to make a deposit or whatever. They gave us the last half of the money back, but the deposit they did not get back because they said, there was stipulations in the contract. Whatever was whatever in the deposit, you can't get that back. They get the rest of it back. So we used that. Plus, we needed to get uh, almost 1,000 more to put with that. They cater for the fish fry, for the meet and greet. Okay. The banquet came that morning. They had a picnic. That went awesome. That went awesome. Everybody had on their shirts, no hiccup. If you look back, you'll see some of my videos of my family reunion during that time. It was stressful, it was long, but it came out very nice. The banquet was awesome. Again, I applaud everybody that dressed up. Mostly they had infants with 70s outfits on. But that banquet food, oh my God! When I tell you, it was A+. It was A+. If you're ever in Palm Beach County and you need somebody to cater your food, get in contact with me through Instagram and I'll set you up with our caterer. Awesome. Professional. We didn't have to pick it up. They brought it to us. They put it in the warmers. It was awesome. But it was expensive. It was expensive. It would have been even more expensive if we would have went the route of letting him also prepare the meats. What we did was let him prepare every side that we needed. We had macaroni and cheese, collard greens, screen beans, yellow rice, pigeon peas and rice. Um, we had potato salad. Mm, can't remember everything, but my brother, he did all the ribs, all the chicken. We had a couple of hams, in the turkey, cause some your elders, your matriarchs, they don't like a lot of pork, so we had pork ribs, we had pork with the ham. So we had to do something else besides that. So he did all the ribs, and with a lot of us as family members, we had stamps, so we utilized stamps to buy the meat or whatever. And the one we know we was catering, so we had been saving all year long, because we know we have to put out more than anybody else when you're sponsoring the reunion. So again, that took that. Some went to church, some went back home on planes, some went back whatever. But it turned out awesome. We had so much food, so much so that we brought some back to the hotels we were staying at. We put it on patios. We let guests come and get plates. We let hotel staff get plates for themselves, their spouses, their kids. So my May, June, and July was basically took up, and I really didn't have any time. It was basically took up for family reunion time. Hey, Annabelle TV, share me out. Thanks for coming. Hey, B Peaches World. Thanks for coming. Y'all, sorry me. Do I have a do? Does your car have trouble starting? I don't understand what you're talking about. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. So that's what took up my May, June, and July, and it was time consuming, and it was a financial strain. But we did it anyway because I don't have finances. Anything that I needed from my part to take to help with the family, my husband provided that for me. I thank God for my husband for that. And it still was a financial strain because we still have to live and pay our own bills. Okay, that was May, June, and July. Okay, now from July until this point, things started to get back okay until maybe after June got over and July got over. When August came, a lot of things started setting in with me. A lot of things started going on, health wise again. With my health, as you know, I always look close to the phone. If you don't know, I'll say something, I won't say something. But my health wise, physically, my health is up and down, with neuropathy and sciatica, and I've been having difficulties for months now with this left shoulder or whatever. This left shoulder, it's been a lot happening with this left side. Hard to lift. Bursitis, neuropathy. It's just a lot going on with my health, with my legs, with my knees. with me being heavy as well. You can't do as much as you should when you're at your right health. That's another subject. And a lot been going on. And when you have a lot going on with yourself, and you see that you got having a spiral down, sometimes you get to getting um, you get lonely, even though you have your kids, you have your husband, you have your family, and things like that. You still get lonely for things that you used to doing or used to having. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. You still get lonely for things you used to doing and used to having. Then when you start getting lonely, depression starts to set in. Depression is a real thing. Depression starts to set in. Some days it's better than other days. Some days, some weeks you might be up, and then some weeks you might be down, and it starts to set in, and your mind just wonder. You wonder, and and a lot of things happen. I'm gonna try to look back at what you're saying, if you're saying anything, and respond back to it. But I'm trying to get my thoughts out right now. And depression sets in, and a lot of time everybody don't handle depression the same way. The same way. So you exclude yourself from a lot of things, from keeping people to see what you're going through, how you're going through, and what things you're neglecting out of your life or whatever. Um, Hi everyone. Yes, Annabelle. Hey, Tamika Davis. Yes, you could be surrounded by people and you could still feel alone and down. And that's how I was. So I excluded myself from people. When people are in a happy mood or in a jolly mood, you don't want to bring your mood swing around them to let them um, get all their happiness and jolly and gleefulness and try to base it upon you to lift your spirits up. And then that make um, the whole, click, their mood change too. You don't want other people mood to change because of the way that you're in. Yes, you love people, whatever, but you don't want their happiness and their mood swing to change because of the funk that you in. So I excluded myself from a lot of things. A lot of people, they would ask me, do I want to go here? No, I don't want to go. No, the finances are down. Or no, I have something else to do. When all actuality, all I was doing was sitting up in the house, basically crying, not doing nothing, just sitting, or read. Yeah, I did continue to read my Bible. I did continue to go to church. I had to put forth effort. I didn't have church in the Bible and knowing that, well, who I can trust in. I still want to be at this point that I am now. Not saying that I am where I need to be because I'm not. Still, a lot has happened from September, October, from August until now. Nothing but death. Nothing but death has attacked my family, my immediate family, and my immediate family, our spouses' families, um, my singing group. I am the manager of Angelic Voice. That even suffering because of my suffering. They want to be close to me. And almost every member of the Angelic Voices, it's six of us, have been with from August until now has been struck with death at least twice. And while we're trying to help ourselves, we're trying to help the members of the group as well. When one go through this week, the next week we be to the next person. The next week we be to the next person. Not grieving ourselves, not healing ourselves because we are trying to stand in the gap for the other person that's in the group. So we're not healing, we're not grieving properly because we just constantly on the go, 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 trying to help each other. If you hear that, those are kids walking by. But um, it's been a lot. And then with my immediate family, you guys, my immediate family has been tossed and flipped and turned and in and out, in and out, in it for the last November, October, the end of September until up until last week. Every weekend we have been going to funerals from family members. We buried my sister we was in Georgia. We buried her. The week before that, I buried my husband's father. The week before that, our uncle. The week before that, no, the same week my husband um dad passed. 2 days after that, his niece passed. So he had two funerals back to back. We had that. Then my sister after that, our uncle, my niece's aunts, um, um, my sister, I call on him Pete Family Reunion, Pete Family Enjoyment, her uncle passed, and we grew up in each other's household. My sister is married to the uncle that passed. My sister husband is her uncle. That was his brother that passed. I can't stand those cars. So we just been going to not one Saturday out of the month since August up into now. We have not had a funeral. And when I got on and I did the short video, and I wasn't begging, I was asking people, if they had anything and they want to help, you know, I was asking them, to maybe if they could, help out or whatever like that. And and I wasn't begging, but my finances from May, June, and July, and half a month that we had resting, and from August, September, October, November until now, have been strained so hard. That's why I was because we had just buried my husband's father. We had to turn right back around and get on the road. We buried him that Saturday. His niece's funeral was a day after that. So that was Monday. And basically my husband and his son basically and with us, we took care of everything. He did have a wife, he did have an insurance policy, but sometimes you need more. So our pockets, what we did have, was so strained and took away because you never expected. Um, Give me a minute. Whew, okay, y'all. You don't be expecting things like this to happen. So that was back to back, and that was a big strain on us because you got to. I don't know where you're from. If you're going in the ground, you got to pay before the insurance even pay out to get you in the ground, and that's 1,000 plus. You got to have clothes, you got to have this, you got to have family spray, you got to make sure for this, you got to make sure for that. It took a toll on our finances. I'm talking about me and my husband's finances, which he is the only one that get income. Okay, then we preparing for that. That Wednesday of the week he was supposed to be buried. They called me 4 day Wednesday morning at the same time, as a matter of fact. They called me at 2:38 to tell me that his father has passed. The following Wednesday, which we were supposed to bury his daddy that Saturday, they called me at 2:38, my niece, and told me my sister passed, which was in Warner Robins, Georgia. That was another time bomb. So while helping my husband grieve, and I'm grieving as well for my father-in-law, I'm grieving at the same time. That was not a good sight. That was not a good thing for him nor me because the love he had for my sister and the love he had for his father and the love I had for his father and the love I had for his sister. We was grieving and didn't know how to grieve because we didn't know what to do. We was all over the place. We was paying all over the place. We was all over the place in our spirits, in our mindsets, and we clash, we bicker, we argue when we supposed to be just showing love and kindness because we didn't know where to go, how to do, what to do because we was hurt on both ends. Y'all, I'm getting full, and this is why I prolonged the lie so long. One of the reasons because I'm still grieving. But anyway, I'm gonna keep going as much as I can. Anyway, we was getting into it ourselves. So one night, me being a prayer. I love to pray. I got to bless her when we got in the bed. I blessed his head and I blessed my head. We held each other and I prayed. And I said, we can't do this. We just got to we still got to take care of ourselves. Because if we get to the point where we get so upset and so full, we can make our own self sick. And that's exactly what I did. Anxiety set in, everything happened. We buried his daddy. It was a lot. And then the reality hit on me because that Thursday evening of the next week, we buried his daddy. I was going to get on the road to leave, and anxiety started hitting me. I couldn't even lift his shoulder. And I don't know if you remember me telling you, in 2005, not 2005, in 2006 and 2008, I had strokes myself. And I had three discs in my neck. And all of those things started to coincide with each other. Anxiety, panic, the pinched nerve, and all of that took effect from this side all the way down. Right now, I still don't have the nerves. Right here, I'm numb. All the way on this side, all the way on this side, I'm still numb. Some of my feelings have come back in this arm, but it's hard to live because my this pinched nerve and anxiety and panic attacks all subsided together. It was a whole lot. And for me, I don't like to travel. I don't like to fly. I don't like to travel on the road, especially when you have detours, and then especially going on the road with something like this. There's no laughter. There's no joy. Boy, get out there and wonder. That's my son, y'all. And the one acting like a cat. But there was no lot of laughter and joy like you have on the road when you're traveling in a vehicle. It was none of that. So it was solid. But you still the kids in the truck. At least when they was woke. If you go back to the video, you'll see where they slept the whole trip. But when they was woke, they did at the stop at the rest area stops. It was it wasn't like it used to be as if you was traveling. It was a lot when I got to the hotel. I want to exclude myself from everything, but I know I couldn't because my nieces, they needed our help, our love. They needed to see our face. They needed to just see all of those things. And at that time, y'all, my neighbors pulling up, and I know they don't want to talk. Hopefully they don't. But it was a lot. I'm doing fine in yourself. And I knew it. But once we got there, it just it's like my body's fluttering now, my chest. Y'all, I still need y'all to pray for me. It's like when we got there, we saw them, and they were so, and her husband so, he was trying to put so much joy and happiness on the inside, but when the people was leaving and we was still there, he couldn't hardly stand. He was weak. He was weak. I can say a son, but I can't say a lot. He was so weak in the body. The next day came, we was there Thursday and Friday. Saturday was the funeral. And then Friday we went round. That Friday was the um where they go do the viewing of the body. We made it to the we made it there. Hold on, let me drop this phone. We made it there. And we made it to the place where they was viewing, and everybody was going in piece by piece, but I couldn't bring myself to get out the vehicle to go view because I know how I am. I already had them been having panic attacks. Anxiety been messing up. Didn't want to eat. Was doing that. I was trying to keep myself hydrated, Gatorade and water, but didn't want to eat. I was not eating. I was not eating. Um, 3 days had passed without me eating, just drinking. Um, Everybody was going in. I was left in the car. All I did was pray, 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 pray. And I found myself feeling sick, not trying to be gross, vomiting. because the anxiety was flaring up really bad. They kept coming out, check on me. You want to go? You want to move closer? Because where they had parked at, it was a good piece to walk from there to the funeral home, and they know I don't walk a long distance. So I'm like, no, I'm fine. I say I'm not gonna view because if I flew today, I'm not gonna be able to do nothing on, which was the next day was the funeral. Um, we get back, everybody go around to my niece's house. I didn't want to go. I wanted to go directly back to the hotel. I went there. My husband went with me, and a lot of people came back to the hotel. They were downstairs chilling and never on the outside. You know, there was I wasn't. I was in the room praying or whatever. Pete Family Enjoyment called me. She was trying to cheer me up. I felt a little better. Other people were calling me too, but I didn't accept everybody call. I mean, and then when the call stopped, I was in the room by myself. I don't watch TV like that, and so um, that took me out of it. It took me out of it, and it was a lot, you guys, and I just couldn't do it. So my husband, I guess some told him to come back in the room, check on me. When he came, I'm thinking he coming to check on me. He come in the room, he full blast crying because it's still hitting him that we just buried his dad. Not even 4 or 5 days. Not even 4 or 5 days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yes, not even 4 or 5 days. So he was in the ruckus. He needed somebody to um to love on him, to show sympathy for him. And he on one side and I'm on one side. And we were just in there. We were just in the room until I asked God, I said, God, give me the strength to show him some compassion. So I moved myself to where he was, hugging him, grabbed his hand, praying for him while all both of us still crying. But I had to make myself be strong as I always do for every situation. No matter who it is, no matter what it is, I everybody seems like it comes to me for strength. But not knowing the strong person, the person that you think is always strong, the person that's always stepping in, the person that's always handling your needs before their needs, the strong person. Hey, go to the side though. Yeah. That's somebody coming for a haircut. And not knowing the person that's always strong and nurturing and caring, sometimes they're not strong. Sometimes they need somebody to be strong for them. Sometimes they need love and compassion and somebody to just sit there. Sometimes if you just sit there, even if you don't say a word, just let that strong person know that you in the midst. That you let that strong person know that you here if I decide to want to talk or if I decide to want to cry on your shoulder. Sometimes that strong person needs somebody to just listen and don't talk back. And all of these things were settling in on me after month after month after month. Me being strong for 6, 7 funerals, eight, 8 funerals, not missing one week. I was the strong person. And out of all those 8 funerals, everybody was some kin to me by blood except one. And then that one, you might as well say it was because guess what? From the time I was 3 years old to this big age that I am now, they have been in my life. I buried my god sister, was one of those people. They weren't blood, but it was my sister. Her mom and her dad, Christine and Lynn Smith, they christened me as a 6 week old child. It wasn't a holiday, a birthday, a Christmas, or Easter, or, or anything that they didn't drop something to my mom, or that I didn't go to church. My godmom went to church with my mom. When I got to church, my mom didn't watch me. My mama had 8 other kids to watch. I was over there with my godmother. Clothes, my father provided for all of us like never before. But I had way 6 times more stuff than they had. You know why? My godparents. And it was so hard to bury her. It was so hard to sit up there and had to sing over her. And then basically they want me to sing over everything. I tried to sing over my father-in-law funeral. I couldn't even my mouth open, but the words wouldn't even flow. I get a song out? No. I got 2 lines out and sat down because I could not do it. I had to be strong for my husband, his brothers, his son, which is my son, because I don't know the word step. My son, which is his son. So in that hotel that Friday night, I just had a break. And it was horrible. It was horrible because I had to get him where he needed to be. And I had to try to get myself. All I was doing, anxiety and panic attacks so bad. They thought they were going to have to call the paramedics on me. I was just that sick. Y'all, I'm not trying to be gross. I haven't seen a, a ladies thing in over 6 years. But hello, stress. And there it is. It came. And I really thought, you know, I need to calm myself down because it was so much happening with me. I had been having headaches for 5 days straight. I had been taking ibuprofen, Tylenol, etc. But I had to tell myself, no, that's enough of those pills. You're not going to get, even though they're over counter, you still can get addicted. You're not going to add that to your repertoire. Getting addicted to no over the counter pills, Tylenol, etc. Um, uh, 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 what the other one? I wasn't gonna get I wasn't gonna get addicted to those. So I stopped with those. And I prayed that God removed the headache that He gave me. He removed the headaches. But here comes Saturday, November the 9th. I'll never forget it, and I know my niece won't neither. It was on her birthday. The funeral. The slow rolling down the road. The coming into the church. And so we viewed going inside of the church. We viewed going inside of the church. If you're just coming in, please share the live. Hi, Miss Queen Eats. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for coming in. And again, we had exhausted all of our avenues. All of our finances was exhausted. We had to come up with money for hotels, money to feed ourselves, money for gas, money for everything. Good thing that we went in, all right, with my sister in the van. She rented the van. So that was a weight off our shoulders. And we did have a little things. But by that video that I put out, we was blessed through Cash App. And I want you know who you are. I'm not gonna say your name. I don't know if you want me to say your name. But if it's okay for me to say your name in a later video, I will if you let me know that. And but we were blessed. They didn't have to do that. They did not have to bless us. I did not get on here begging, will you do this and will that? I said if you would like to. And we was blessed. And I appreciate who helped us. I appreciate the love, the texts, the saying, we have our sympathy. I appreciate everything that everybody did. Even the words. Words go a long way with me. Words go a long way with me. Because they're dear to your heart. Words to me shows action. Because you didn't have to even take your time out to write. You didn't have to take your time out to call cards, none of those things. But getting back to the funeral, going up The view we viewed going in. Mm-mm. It was like three sets of people in front of me. I panicked. I was shaking profusely. A member of the funeral home, my nephew, my son, husband, they had to sit me down quickly. I was shaking so bad. I don't know if you hit a dog, but he's at the window crying. Sorry for the dog. I sat down. I panicked. With the like the Bible say, in the twinkling of an eye, I panicked so horribly. I could not breathe. I could not breathe. I could not breathe. So people, it just kept the line rolling. So after I sat a while, I got myself together. I did get up. I did view. They rushed me to the seat where I was supposed to be sitting at. When I sat down, I couldn't view. I couldn't breathe. My breath was cut short. It's like I looked up to the ceiling, the sky, or whatever, and I was saying, I thought I was talking out loud, but nothing was coming out. And I was like, God, if you don't help me right now, I'm not gonna make it. I said, God, if you don't help me right now, I'm not gonna make it. And I don't know how many times I said it. During those times, I'm hitting my chest hard as I can hit my chest. My husband tried to take my hand down, but every time he moved, I did it again because I couldn't. All right, because I couldn't get myself to um, breathe, and the hitting got lighter and lighter and lighter. The hitting in my chest got lighter and lighter and lighter. It's because I feel like I was suffocating. And once I got to that point, I guess God stepped in. And all I know is my mouth popped open. And it seemed like nothing but air. Like I just sucked nothing but breath up into me. And all you can see is as if you're going to a mental health hospital or if you're going to somewhere like that, they have thick drool. And it's like that's what I was doing. And all I could see and remember is my husband is wiping my mouth. And once I calmed down, all I could do is cry, 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 cry. Thank God, cry, cry, cry. I was out of it. Y'all, let me tell y'all, if you feel like you having panic attack, anxiety attacks, and then this one, this side of my arm went completely numb. And it made me feel like I had a mini stroke. That is what it felt like. I had a mini stroke. And to this day, from the 9th of this month, when my sister got buried, the feeling has yet to come back in its own fully. Like I said, this side of my hand is still numb, probably about up until my elbow in the inside. But I still have pain in this arm, as if my feelings trying to come back. I still have pain. Yes, they're easy to have. Strokes are easy to have, especially when you stressed out, you depressed. You can get strokes quickly. Like I said, 2008 2006 and 2008, I had a stroke. 2006 wasn't as bad as 2008. 2008, I had to go to neurologist, neuro. You know what I'm trying to say, neurolog, whatever people call. I had to get shock treatments. I had to get everything. I had to do therapy. I had to do a lot of stuff. I had to learn how to talk. If you see me sometime now, my mouth get tongue twisted, or sometimes my mouth might go slightly to this side. It's because of the scopes that I did have back then. It's still you still see some of them remnants or whatever. You pay attention to some of my videos, you'll see it. And it just was a lot in my financial strain, and I was panicking and I still feel numb. And that's why um from May up until now, things have been this year have torn me to pieces. You understand me? Even in October, the same group that I'm a manager over, Peace Family Enjoyment in there, two of my nieces in there, um, and friend girls, two of my friend girls in there. Our group anniversary was in October, the second Sunday of October. I wanted to cancel. I wanted to give up on the group. I wanted to do all of this stuff because my mind frame wasn't where it should be. But I knew I couldn't give up on them, and they prayed with me. We prayed with each other. Yet we still went on. Our vocal coach, he said, "No, we're gonna go on or whatever." He helped us do a lot. I give him a lot of praise. Joshua Brown, he's also a funeral home director and owner. I give him a lot. He helped us with decoration. He helped us with making sure we checking on the people that's coming. Then it was storm season. We weren't sure we were gonna have it because we had just had Helene and oh my God, Helene and what the other one name before Helene. Um, I can't think of it. So we just thought we were down out, but we had a wonderful time. Even though my spirit wasn't in it like it was, but it was a nice service. I did go back and look at the lives. If you want to see that program, go on my Facebook page. You can scroll up and you'll find that we had on yellow. And it just has been a lot this year on me and my husband, and even more on him with the screening of his income, because so much has been coming out, everything that we saved. So it's just a lot, y'all. And I still appreciate you guys. I have been watching videos. Some I didn't say nothing. Some making me laugh and feel better. And some videos I've been watching been sad with these election stuff. I'm sick of hearing. I got sick of hearing that. I just got off altogether. And I've been sharing some videos. Sometimes I watch things that you put on Facebook, and I might give a heart or a thumbs up. And if I don't leave a comment, doesn't mean that I'm not watching you. It's just I watch and just didn't say nothing, but I'll try to give a heart or a thumbs up or something to let you know I'm here and I'm watching. There's a lot of things on here that I see that I want to do, and I just don't have the energy. Some days I say, okay, I'm gonna get up this day. I'm gonna make sure I do this, and I'm gonna make sure I do that. But when that day come, the energy is just not here. And the day yesterday, I said I was gonna do this live, but when I got up yesterday, the energy wasn't there. But I did some other things that I said I was gonna do. I was able to do that. Um, when I got back home from Georgia, I said I was gonna do the live, but I just didn't have the energy. My dog is barking. I'm outside and he's inside. I don't want him to run in the road because I don't have this thing to lock him down outside, and I don't feel like looking for it. So he's inside, and but today when I got up, I don't got up. I got up and excuse me, just put on some things and did a few things, fold some clothes up or whatever, sung my song, said my prayer by myself in my secret place. I pray in the bathroom, I sang in the bathroom. I pray in the middle room, I sang in the middle room. While I'm folding them clothes, I was praying or whatever. I came back in the front, sat down or whatever, opened up the window and I felt fresh air, good breeze. So I say, no, I'm finna do it. I'm not gonna wait to see if nobody get on. If they see it after the live is over, I'll be obliged if they watch to the end. If they share it out, um, leave me a comment. I'm always gonna uh try to respond to what I see. Um, a guy on VR. What's the question mark for? Um, yes, Miss Queen eats. Hypertension is another one. You can have strokes or heart attacks. Yes, that's what the testing showed it was a mini. Not a great one, but a mini. So I'm still praying for all my feelings to come back in. You know, I had to go to the doctor because there wasn't no stopping or whatever. It'd be hard to get doctors, and it just so that's what it was. So pray that all my feelings do come back. I pray that they do come back. I pray that they do come back. Thank you, Queen Eats. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And that's why I put up the community poll, and I want to let everybody know that I'm still here. I haven't left to go anywhere, but I've been having a hard yet rough and uncomfortable year, especially with the last maybe 4 months. It's been nothing but grief and heartache, but I do know that the prayers of the righteous avail much, and I do know that I got to trust and I got to believe, but sometimes you get mad and you get angry. I'm not contradicting the word, but just like God got angry himself. So don't nobody tell me I can't get angry. Don't tell me I can't cry. I know that the Bible say you supposed to but one of the shortest things in the Bible says Jesus wept. Jesus cried himself. Jesus got angry himself. So don't tell me I can't do those things. And talk to someone not even 3 days ago, and they was telling me they thought I would be over it by now. Don't tell me that. That's one thing that you shouldn't tell anyone that's grieving. You can't tell nobody how to grieve, when it should be over. You shouldn't do that. And you can't do that. Maybe that's how you feel. You can't tell nobody you shouldn't be depressed, or you shouldn't have anxiety, or you shouldn't hurt, or it should take a certain amount of days and you should be over any situation. I don't care if it's a friend, it don't have to be a family member. If that was a good friend and a close friend, you grieve that friend sometimes years. And then even years, sometimes you think about it when things come up and you know it's something that y'all done. You grieve. So that's why I was coming on to let you guys know what was going on with me. What was going on with me. Y'all, that's my niece pulled up. Y'all see me shook my big head. And if y'all hear her car, that's my niece. So yeah, but that's what it was. I was just coming on here for that. And y'all know I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. Um, uh, I'm gonna sing too before I get off. Not 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 songs. So if you in the chat, if it's a song that you want to hear me sing, and I know it, I will sing a piece of it. So if you in here, if you want to hear me sing something, respond quickly. Respond quickly. Um, respond quickly, you guys. Oh, okay. Miss Queen, you say Jesus on the main line. We used to sing that back in the day at the church that I was raised up in. I don't know if this the one you talking about or this the rhythm you talking about, but we used to sing it like this. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus is on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus is on the main line, tell him what you want. Call him up and tell him what you want. If you want your body healed, tell him what you want. If you want your body healed, tell him what you want. Call him up and tell him what you want. And I see someone's name, Sierra T. They said, I will bless thee, O Lord. Um, I don't, I don't quite remember that, or if I don't know if this is the right one you talking about. I will bless thee, O Lord. I will bless thee, O Lord, with the heart of thanksgiving. I will bless thee, O Lord. I will bless thee, O Lord. I will bless thee, O Lord, with the heart of thanksgiving. I will bless thee, O Lord. I hope that was the one. Okay, I see you say yes, that's the one. I haven't heard of that song. I haven't heard that song in a long time. I got to go back and listen to that because that's a good one to open up worship service with. Thank you for saying that, Sierra T. I hope I'm saying your name right. I hope you're a part of the Hummingbird Queue. If you're not, consider. Thank you. Um, another old one we used to sing back in the day. I'm gonna sing two more and get off. I'm gonna see if somebody else requests, but I'm gonna sing this and say, Jesus is the answer for this world today. Above them there's no other, 'cause Jesus is the way. Jesus is the answer for this world today. Above them there's no other, 'cause Jesus is the way. That used to be an old song. I was in youth choir. Baby, they had us singing so many old songs till it wasn't till it wasn't funny. Till it wasn't funny. Um, I'm trying to think of one that I can sing all the way through. And mm, I'm gonna sing this one, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all. God is able to do just what he said he would do. He's gonna fulfill every promise to you. Don't give up on God, 'cause he won't give up on you. He's able. Oh, 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 he's able. Oh, 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 he's able. God is able to do just what he said he would do. He's gonna fulfill every promise to you. Don't give up on God, 'cause he won't give up on you. He's able. Yes, Queens, we sung that in the choir, and I had to remind myself of that song that God is able to do just what He said He do, no matter who it is, what it is. It could be a person on the street, it could be a thief, it could be a murderer, it could be a prostitute, it could be whatever, it could be an alcoholic, it could be a person on drugs. If they can remember that God is able to do just what he said he can do, because he the only one can do anything that he say he can do. Man can't do anything. Man can only do what God allowed them to do, what God give them the strength to do. Everything that we have, everything that we do, it comes from God. And I believe that. And I trust that. But sometimes we fall. We fall short. Sometimes we get mad. Sometimes we get angry. Sometimes we get fed up. But we still got to take ourselves back to where we need to go. When all else fails, just like the song say, we fall down, but we do get up. For a saint is just a sinner who fell down. And so, y'all, I want to thank who all came into this live to be on with me. Thanks the ones who stayed to the end. Lord, the ones who's in here. If you can, if you will, I'm gonna say it again. Please share. If you are part of the Hummingbird crew from day one until now, please continue to stick back with me. I will be coming back. I will be trying to do. Everybody's blowing. I will be trying to do videos of forthcoming. Like I said, y'all, I'm outside. My porch is the blow porch. Everybody, people you know, people that don't know, buses, palm train, they just speak, 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 speak. I love that though. And I will be coming back. I'm trying to come back gradually. So if you see me, y'all come on and say hello because I'm still grieving. I still need words. I still need encouragement. And I still need my hummingbirds. So y'all come on. Y'all see me doing a video. Come on, blow me up. You know, that's for all content creators, y'all. Y'all, let's get it together. Let's get it together. Let's love on each other because it's time. And y'all know I'll be coming. It's Thanksgiving time. What y'all doing for Thanksgiving? Is you cooking big or you're not? Have you bought all your stuff? Are you prepping? I haven't bought anything yet, but my family they do want Thanksgiving, so I'm gonna try to. I'm praying for energy to cook a little. What I have in my mind, the plan to cook is ham, turkey wings, screaming with potatoes, and neck bone is in it. Dressing, potato salad, macaroni and cheese. Um, I want the canned cranberry sauce, not the homemade cranberry. I want the canned cranberry sauce. Um, um, maybe one cake and a couple of sweet potato pies. And oh, y'all, I hate that music. Do y'all hear that? How could you ride around listening to that? I hate that. I hate that for the young people as well as the old. Used to back in the day, they used to have respect even when they ride by churches. Look like they turn the music up even louder riding by churches. So anyway, that's another lie. But anyway, I'm gonna get on off here. I thank you guys so much for being a listening ear, even though y'all not in my physical space, but you're sitting here and you're listening and you're looking. So before I get off, y'all know what I gotta say. We're too blessed to be scratched. Not gonna be on YouTube in a mess. And until the next live, we must move on to the next storytelling, to whatever you see me doing. Remember, God loves you and He loves you best, and I love you too. Bye bye. Boop boop. Now I get off.